Hey, if you're feeling unsettled right now or carrying a quiet worry about how things are going to turn out, this is for you. Because when uncertainty shows up, it rarely announces itself loudly. It tends to slip in quietly. It shows up as overthinking, as tension, as a sense that something might go wrong, even if you can't explain why. And when that feeling settles in, the mind starts searching for certainty. It looks ahead, it imagines outcomes, it fills in gaps with stories that haven't happened yet. Fear is very good at sounding convincing. It speaks with urgency. It speaks in extremes. And it has a way of making the present moment feel heavier than it actually is. But fear isn't a reliable guide. It reacts to discomfort, not reality. What often gets forgotten in moments like this is something simple but important. It's worked out before. There are other moments like this, other seasons where things felt unclear, other times when the outcome wasn't guaranteed, times when you didn't know how things would resolve or whether they would at all. And yet, life moved forward, not because everything fell perfectly into place, not because there were no losses or disappointments, but because things shifted. Support showed up, clarity arrived, sometimes slowly, sometimes unexpectedly. But when it didn't feel like it would, it worked out. Fear likes to convince us that this time is going to be different, that this situation exists outside of the pattern of your life, that the rules have changed. But most anxiety isn't new. It's familiar uncertainty wearing a different form. Different details, same feeling, the same waiting, the same not knowing, the same urge to brace for impact. And just like before, the ending hasn't been written yet. There are moments you can probably look back on, now in hindsight, that once felt overwhelming. Situations that carried so much weight at the time. Moments when you were sure things wouldn't recover, wouldn't improve, wouldn't settle, and yet something shifted. Sometimes things resolved more smoothly than expected, and sometimes they turned out differently than planned, but better aligned. Sometimes the fear was louder than the reality. Not every ending felt good. Not every process was easy. But many of them led to growth, clarity, or relief that wasn't visible in the moment. A lot of worry never became real. There's a quiet exhaustion that comes from worrying ahead of time, from mentally rehearsing outcomes that never arrive. from carrying emotional weight for futures that don't exist. It can feel like preparation or control, like staying alert will protect you. But most of the time, it just steals peace from the present. You don't gain control by assuming the worst. You don't become safer by pre-suffering. More often than not, the energy spent worrying doesn't match what actually unfolds. So, instead of asking, what if this doesn't work out? Try something gentler. What if it unfolds the way it needs to? What if you don't have all the information yet? What if you're forgetting how many times you've already moved through uncertainty and come out on the other side? Now, this isn't blind optimism. It's grounded perspective. It's remembering that fear has been wrong before. You may not remember every detail of how things worked out in the past, but you remember that they did. You adapted, adjusted, you found footing again. The circumstances changed, yes. The feelings repeated, and each time something inside you learned how to carry uncertainty a little more steadily. Early January has a way of amplifying doubt. The excitement fades, the pressure builds, and suddenly it feels like you should already know how everything is going to go. But this season doesn't require certainty. It requires trust. Not in perfect outcomes, but in your ability to meet whatever comes next. You've done that before. So if your mind is telling you that this moment is too big or too risky or too uncertain, I want you to pause. Remember how many times you thought things would not work out, and they did. Not always how you expected, not always on your timeline, but they did. You're not starting from nothing. You are starting from experience. And if this message brought even a small sense of steadiness tonight, consider subscribing to Rooted and Rising Official for weekly Sunday Scaries encouragement. You don't have to have everything figured out. It's worked out before.